So we are at the annual conference organized by Frontier Securities about raising capital and investment. I have the chance to have next to me Dominique Gribaud-Carros, who is the Vice President of Business Development of Moody's Investor Service. And my first question, the current rating given by Moody's to Mongolia is B1. My first question would be about the current plan by the government to issue bonds either through the Development Bank or even in foreign currency USD bonds, maybe at the end of the year. Do you think that this is timely? It's not too early?
Well, definitely, I think all the investor community has been watching Mongolia for already a few years, and we have discussed that at the conference. So a sovereign bond should be definitely welcome, and we are all looking forward to seeing that on the global market. We saw at the end of last year TDB issuing again, and their bond was clearly oversubscribed several times and is already having a very good performance on the market. So that should be very encouraging for Mongolia. The mining story of Mongolia is something I think which is very telling to investors, from what I understand. And you have a lot of development in terms of infrastructure and so on. So that definitely there is a story, there is some expectation from investors. And I would say it would be even good that it happens because everybody is waiting for it. Exactly. So having it now would meet the expectation of the market, show that Mongolia is moving on. And it could also be a sign for the corporates and the banks that, you know, they could attack the market as well and use that funding avenue to develop and to support the growth of Mongolia. So that's something which should be very welcome.
From your experience, what may impact positively now the rating that is given to Mongolia?
Well, we should look at the sovereign opinion of Mongolia. We have a team looking at that. So we have some in every sovereign opinion. We point out what are the strengths and you know, potentially things we should be improved so that the rating could have a positive momentum. So I need to look at my notes for that. But in terms of strengths for Mongolia, definitely we see early progress in developing abundant resources and especially mineral. We have fiscal responsibility in the rule newly enacted. We have also, I think that's the third point, access to bilateral and multilateral external funding. So that's quite positive. In terms of what we see in terms of challenges, also in a few, I say 4 points. We have a fiscal and balance of payment pressure at the moment, and also dependence on cyclical mining revenues. So that's one. An economy which could stay vulnerable to commodity price level. So in case of shock, that could be a weakness. Another potential weakness will be the livestock sector in case there is harsh weather. So of course could impact Mongolia, and still low per capita income and high expectation in terms of social welfare. So that's a recap. Yeah.
About the Fiscal Stability Act, I've heard that there will be some elections soon, so the political agenda is maybe postponing the entry into application of this act. Do you think that this may have an impact on the ratings, or do you see something you are going to be careful and to look at about expansionary fiscal policy at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at what we look at is definitely what we mentioned also what could drive the rating up or down. If you look on the downside, we have economic instability and the collapse of the newly adopted policy framework and inability to maintain fiscal discipline would be a setback. To see also the positive side of the story, what could impact, what could drive the rating up, and hopefully for Mongolia that will be the case, would be more price and exchange rate stability, replenishment of the foreign exchange reserves, and adherence to the fiscal rules. So that will be definitely credit positive for Mongolia. And also, of course, the good development of the mining projects.
Thank you. Mongolia is considered as a frontier market. Is the trend of the development of the country, is this something that you can compare to other countries that you have been involved to before?
Well, I think Mongolia has its story of its own, but definitely it's not necessarily the same scale, but you can look at countries with also a significant mining sector and also some companies who tapped several times the market. So if we look not too far away from here, we have Indonesia, which has a strong mining sector and a lot of issuers coming to the market successfully. China, we are seeing more issuers coming offshore as well. So that provides some comparables as well for Mongolia. For instance, I think last year we rate a coking coal company from China. So that's also could create a good story among investors because they have more people looking at that sector and at Asian assets as well.
Thank you. During the panel discussions about fixed income, a question was raised about the lack of ability for a company to raise debt through the basis of corporate bonds. From your point of view, what are the main impediments to this to the fact that they could raise more capital through this way?
Well, I would tend to think it's more to-do list for me than really impediments. We need to work more, and I think the Mongolian authorities are aware of that, and even companies are looking more and more at issuing. I'm talking to a few players here, and you have an appetite for going offshore. So what will help is more education of the market. What you need to do as an investor, or you get prepared. It's not only rating; it's how you structure your issuance, how you the information you have to disclose, and this kind of things. But if you have the willingness to do that, I guess Mongolia will learn soon, as we have seen in other jurisdictions. And we have already very successful precedent, such as Trade Development Bank. Mm-hmm. So I think that sets the tone for followers to go and open that avenue successfully here.
Dominique, thanks a lot for joining this interview and for your participation as moderator to the panel earlier.
Thank you, Frontier, for organizing that very successful event.
Thank you.